Oh, freezing. The socks are soaked. My feet are freezing. But they're gonna get soft. They've been wet too long. Oh. One of the most important things in my mind when I'm hiking is taking care of my feet. Oh. I'm going to try and keep them dry. I got talcum powder which I will put on them in a bit when I put some fresh socks on just before I get into my bivvy. It's a really good idea to take hiking with you is talcum powder. I've been trying to toughen the skin up on my feet recently because I had some pretty bad blisters last week. I don't want that to happen again. No blisters at the moment, just the same, just the popped ones from last week is all. So that's good news considering I've been hiking all day. That's not bad. Now I've taken them off, they're just going to be freezing. Sounds like a vehicle over in the distance where I came from before I got to this lake. There's no way it can be a vehicle. It must be the wind or running water or something. Lovely cup of tea. There's never a bad time for a cuppa when you're hiking. Do a little exploring around this lake, run over to this creek by this portage, and I know there's some neat rock formations, and just kind of want to walk around and see what kind of stuff I can find. Cool rocks, maybe see some
animals, take some pictures. So just do a little walkabout around the area. Here's a good example of a beaver dam that you would have to pull over if you want to continue to go up this stream. You can usually just step on top of them and just pull right over, but some of them get pretty steep, and got to be careful with your canoe not to break a hole. So definitely a challenge of small river travel in the boundary waters. Just exploring this creek a little bit. This is the feeder creek that comes into the lake that I'm staying on. I've actually paddled this before 2 years ago with my 6-year-old son. That's how I know about this spot and all this area, and we paddled all the way out this creek in low water. There's a bunch of beaver dams on this creek. Right now is the perfect time to be paddling it. It's got lots of water in it. But when we did it, it was pretty tough, but it was passable. But it's a cool little creek. Very moosey. Could be one around any corner. Kind of the scary part about paddling in these little tiny creeks with these tight bends is that if you do spook a moose, you don't have anywhere to go if he decides to get aggressive on you. You just have to I don't know what you do. Hope he doesn't stomp you. Very interesting little path through here. A little tip for fishing up here, always look for wood coming into the water, almost guaranteed, especially a bass or pike. If you can find wood, rock, and grass, especially going into deep water, it's almost a guaranteed fish. Oh, he broke me off. Perfect for the pan. Fresh walleye, heck yeah.
Just starting to simmer. Some bubbles just starting to rise. Probably just about to see that. While this is bubbling up and boiling away, I'm just going to prepare this to go in straight afterwards. I have a kind of double stage meal, and if the weather does stay fine, I'll dig out my steak and we can have that a lot of food, but you exert a lot of energy when you're on trips like this. These ration packs are guaranteed calories, and the steak's just an extra if the fire lasts for that long. If not, I'll have it tomorrow. I'll just let that stay warm next to it. That's cooked all my meals for the night. Dinner with a view. Nice hearing the birds sing. This is really nice. It's probably not going to look too appetizing to you guys. It's like rice, chickpea. I think there's like squash in there. Coconut, wild rice, red peppers, all sorts. It's really nice. It's got kind of like, obviously Indian flavour, but hint like sweetness to it, tomatoey sweetness. If you could see the sun setting, it'd be happening right about now. But there's just no luck in it. Like I said, that's west. So it's dropping somewhere over there, behind that mountain. And in fact, with that wind bringing in a cloud, I'm starting to feel the first drops of what appears to be rain. So it's good timing, if so, because my other meal is nice and hot in that billy cam. That will stay hot for quite a while, probably about half an hour, 45 minutes. That will stay roasting hot in there, so I can have a little break, a little relax after this meal, sit and enjoy the view.
Coming up on the last bit of the trail here, and I'm just really happy I came out here. My motto's sort of been make time for nature. I think that the disconnect that's happening in today's world is extremely dangerous, and I don't want myself to lose connection with Mother Nature, and I hope that the rest of the world finds their way of doing so. And it doesn't mean coming out and sleeping under a rock in the snow. It can be gardening, buying a plant and taking care of it, spending time with your pet outdoors. It can be anything. You decide. Just make sure that you do it, because it's good for every part of the human experience. It's good for the mental, the physical, emotional, and spiritual. Stuff is packed, boots are off, shoes are on. See you in nature.